Hi everyone, it's Dustin here. I hope you don't mind, I'm coming to you from my garage today. Just can't seem to find a quiet place in my home to have a conversation with you. I wanted to take a moment to go over what we'll be talking about this week in Module 5. Today's actually Wednesday, February 10th, and it's actually the second day of Week 5, so we just started yesterday. If you haven't dug into the work already, you're going to read or you're going to see some videos that we're going to be talking about trauma. And when I reflect back on trauma, and if you've been in law enforcement any time, you know that we are exposed to trauma quite a bit, quite frequently. And when I look back, I see two types. I see the cumulative trauma, those things that have happened almost every single day, day in and day out. Domestic violence, child abuse, some type of neglect, elder abuse, all of these things, and they just add up, right? They kind of fill us up. By the end of your career, you've just seen so much pain and suffering. It has an effect on you. Then we have acute trauma, these one-off events, these one-off significant events that kind of frame the way we look at the world. They have an effect on us and on our perception of everything around us. And those events could be like a officer-involved shooting. They could be witnessing the death of a child. They could be going to a horrific accident where you see just body parts ripped apart or some awful thing that you're exposed to. One-off events that have a profound impact on us. Well, those things affect our decision-making, right? They affect our perception. They affect our relationships with others. And part of the reason why is that when we look for context in what's in front of us now, in the present, at the moment, we look back at behind us and we reference all of those experiences that we've gone through. They give us context to what is happening right here. The problem with it's good and bad, right? So we need that to survive. That's a survival thing. We use what we learned there to deal with what's in front of us. Where we get mixed up, though, is that sometimes the current situation has very little to do with it. It might have some similarities, but it has very little to do with what happened. But those things back there are still shaping how we're looking at this. So what we need to do is learn to differentiate between the two. And we need to learn to understand and use that trauma effectively. If it's something that's going to help us survive in the future, a mistake not to make, a different way to approach things. But we don't want it to shape things if it's a negative, if it's going to cause us problems with the here and now. So learning to differentiate between the two and just understanding the difference between cumulative trauma, acute trauma, how those things affect us, that is key to your wellness, to understanding the bigger picture of how things affect you and what you can do to move forward on things. So we're going to be talking about this week trauma, and you're going to be watching videos about it, and I really hope you get something from it. The written exercise, building social capital, one of my favorites to be quite honest with you, and number 5 to be more specific. In that exercise, we talk about inspiring others. And personally, I love to hear a good story about someone that's gone through adversity and they've come out the other side of it changed, a different person, learning so much, that experience that they went through affected them so profoundly that they just got something out of it and they're different now. I love hearing about those things because I want to apply them to my life, to be honest with you. I want to learn from what others have gone through, and I'm inspired by those great stories. So that's my favorite. You guys can pick which one you want to do. I got to tell you, I love hearing from you. You guys are doing a great job on your journals. So thank you for that. Thank you for taking the time to actually dig into this class and to be a part of it. I definitely appreciate it. I think we'll all be better for it too. So I really look forward to hearing from you. Have a great week. Email me if you guys have any questions. I'd love to hear from you. Be safe. Thank you.